Hello, Dustin Maxey here, C5 and social studies teacher over at Stone Creek Junior High School. And I'm here to share with you a really excellent extension, Google extension called iorad. It is a tutorial builder. What it does is it allows you to create a computer tutorial that you can give to anyone that may need to know how to do a specific task on a computer. It's very easy to use, and it's very easy to access or give people access to. It's called, again, iorad, the tutorial builder. I highly recommend it. Go ahead and go get it if you're interested. Now let's run through how this works. So what I have here is I have my stop motion animation project that I do with my students, where students get to choose an event in history, and they get to recreate that event based on their imagination, based on what we've learned in class. And so they have to create a stop motion using Google Slides. Part of this project is that they have to publish their Google slide so that it plays automatically and they can share it very easily using a URL address. This is where students sometimes get confused. So what I decided to do is I decided to go ahead and make a tutorial on how to publish your Google slide to the web and make it play automatically. So to build my tutorial, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click my little iorad tutorial builder button right here. Once I click it, I'll get this little capture screen. I click capture, and it'll kind of run through these little how things are going to work. And so I'm going to click Start Automatic Capture. Now, once this starts, you'll notice as I make clicks, it's going to put little boxes around where my clicks are. That's what it's really capturing. So to publish, I'm going to click File. Notice a little box right there. Then I'm going to go down. I'm going to click Publish to Web. And then when I click Publish to Web, it'll give me this Publish to Web box. I tell my students, go ahead and change the default from 3 seconds to every second. Then we're going to click Start Slideshow as soon as the player loads and restart the slideshow after the last slide is made. Since I published this already, you can see the URL there. Usually you wouldn't see the URL there. Then what we'll click is Publish to Web. And then when I click Publish, it'll create my URL. Then I'm going to click on the URL, and then I'm going to copy it. And I will go ahead and paste it into another window. And then I'm going to change this 1000 to 100. Once I click that, it'll play my animation automatically, and it should play it at a pretty decent speed, so it looks like it's one motion. Sometimes it takes a moment to get going. My computer runs a little slow sometimes, but that's basically how the stop motion animation works. So now that I'm done with the tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and click on the iorad icon. And when I click on it, it should give me the option of stopping. So it'll come. So I'm going to say I am done. And now my shiny tutorial is almost ready. So it's loading up the tutorial that I just created. It's going to take me to a screen that allows me to edit that tutorial. Not only does it allow me to edit, it also allows me to give step-by-step instructions to the students, and it'll have already pre-made instructions. So I might not even have to type anything in. And it does this all based on the clicks that you've been making during your tutorial. There's some clicks it doesn't recognize, like it doesn't recognize opening up another window in your web browser. It won't recognize like some typing things, but it does recognize clicks. So it's great if you need to show a student how to do something, or a group of students how to do something. It's great if you have like colleagues that want to know how to do something on the computer. You can create one of these and then just share the tutorial link with them, and then they can just access it and run through the tutorial. So it's a great tool for just helping out fellow colleagues and students and anyone really. So right here, what we have is I'm going to go through the editing process. So every click, there's a step. So I made 10 clicks, so there's 10 steps. Now you can run through each click. You can see what the instructions are as pre-made instructions. Most of the time, they're actually really good. And you can run through these and see if these are all that you want. If you find a click that you don't need, just click delete and it'll take that one out. So it's running through it. So when I clicked every second, it recognized my click, but it doesn't show the window. So there is little bugs in it here and there. But for the most part, it's showing every single step process. So I'm going to click Preview Finish. And once you click Preview Finish, it's going to give you the screen. And this will be what the students see. And so they're going to see this when they click on it. It'll tell you how many steps and how much time it should take to go through it. And then they are forced to click on every step so they can go through it step by step just as they're supposed to do it. So it's pretty awesome. And then in order to share it with them, all you have to do is copy your URL right here and then share it with them via a hyperdoc, Google Slides, or through Google Classroom, or an email, whatever it is that you may need. Now here's a really cool feature. They have several language options. So if you have a student who doesn't speak English and they need some type of tutorial on how to do something, you can put it in their language. There's 90 languages to choose from, and it'll process the language from English into whatever language that you need. But that's it. That's how it works. Go check it out. Again, called iorad. I hope you enjoyed it.